Alright, quick update on ZIL. So, we're looking terrible today. I think ZIL is down more than any crypto that I cover. Let's see if that's true. So, yeah, I literally think, yeah, ZIL is down more than anything. ApeCoin is down 15%, ZIL is down 17%. So, ZIL is really not looking good today. You can see we've got a huge bearish engulfing candle on the daily. We've also got a red-green-red formation. A red-green-red formation with a bearish engulfing candle was probably the worst thing that you could possibly want to see. If we look at the daily squeeze one, the bearish momentum was starting to reset and now it's coming back in. It is only halfway through the day and we have a ton of selling volume coming in for ZIL. If we hop over to the lower time frames, you can just see we've got a plethora of selling volume recently. This is not good. We haven't seen volume this exponential since pretty much back when we were rallying. So we had some candle wicks, but they didn't quite top. No, they didn't. The most volume we had was here, and we did enter a pretty bearish downtrend, dead cat bounce, and then downtrend again. So we've broken below every major level of support on ZIL. If we look at the daily EMA ribbons right now, they're starting to converge on themselves very, very quickly. So if we keep up at this pace, then within the next day or two, I imagine these daily EMA ribbons will fire bearish. And, you know, once you can see, you know, previously when these EMA ribbons on the daily fire bearish, you can see right here we have a huge continuation spike to the downside. Here we had a drop off over the next couple of days. Here it was a huge fall. So yeah, I really don't like the setup we're seeing right now with ZIL. We fell out of this bear flag, and I mean I almost thought it was too kind of too over the top to draw this bear flag target. I'm gonna draw it from the candle body close because I just feel like this is very bearish. I almost, yeah, I don't think we'd be coming anywhere down to those price targets. I mean, that would literally be predicting a huge 94% drop for ZIL. So we're going to get rid of that. Like I said, I don't think that's going to be playing out at all. If we come over to the daily though, I would also like to highlight this orange line that you see down here that we're coming down to. This is your absolute last line of support. This is your 786 Fibonacci. Once we have a weekly close below your 786 Fibonacci, then it's confirmed that this entire bull run that ZIL did is invalidated. And also considering ZIL did a bull run, made an all-time high, had a super long accumulation range, and then had a run up but didn't make it to the all-time high, that is very bearish. It almost kind of spells like bear market territory in my opinion. I feel like ZIL is, while other altcoins obviously don't follow ZIL, the way that ZIL is acting is kind of making me feel like, you know, we could be about to enter a very bearish phase for a lot of these altcoins. If we go over and look at the total crypto market cap, not including Bitcoin, so this is just our altcoin market cap, you can see we're having a very slight relief bounce today, held up by some of these altcoins that are pumping, but mostly everything is down. I really don't like how we're looking. I don't think now is the right time to be trading altcoins. I say this in all my videos. We have a Fed meeting between the 3rd and the 4th. In my opinion, I think ZIL is coming down to some lower price targets. It wouldn't make sense, in my opinion, to drop this hard and not come down to your 786. So I would be predicting another 10% drop underway for ZIL. Technically another 9.5% drop. At which point we absolutely need to hold. If we start closing weekly candles below here, then in my opinion we'd be coming all the way down to the low 3s to sweep the lows, and that is a very nasty drop of over 50%, at which point, so bear in mind the bears are still in control of this downtrend. On the daily, the bearish momentum indicator, or the squeeze momentum indicator rather, is on the bearish side of things already, but as you could see, we were trying to push down and reset that momentum. On the 4 hour, we've already had bears massively step in. You can see on the 4 hour as well, it was only a day ago, earlier yesterday, that we came in and had a huge rejection from the 4 hourly EMA. So I think this momentum is going to carry us down much lower. In the lower time frames, it almost seems like we're bear flagging out. Coming down to the 1 hour, It looks like we could be setting up a retest of your short-term moving average. I really wouldn't expect too much of a rally while we are stuck underneath all these resistances. So the trend is your friend until the end. I'm definitely not going to try and trade this at this moment in time. It looks like we're coming down to lower price targets. So I imagine the best thing to do would probably be to sit on the sideline. As you can see, if we look at the squeeze momentum indicator here on the daily, the bears are really starting to step in with this momentum. So I really don't like what we see with ZIL. Also, this really lines up to a fake out that we had not too long ago. So if we look at the squeeze momentum indicator, you can see we had this huge bearish wave right here, and then we had a fake out on the bullish side of things. You can see we had this tiny relief rally before the bears stepped in again, and we had this huge downtrend. We have recently tried to flip and have a bullish impulsive wave, but looking at what's going on right now, you can see on the weekly time frame, the daily time frame, 4-hourly time frame, bulls have already lost most of their control. On the weekly, since we've topped out, we've seen nothing but bearish volume. So I really don't like what we see right now. I do think lower price targets are coming for ZIL. I probably think another 9 or 10% drop is underway for ZIL. Either way, I'd be sitting on the sidelines. The trend is your friend until the end. I'd say until we get back above your daily and 4-hourly EMA ribbons, there's nothing to hope for. Because yeah, like I highlighted to finish off the video, every time we flip bearish on the daily EMA ribbons, we have a huge downtrend. This was the only time where we only had a moderately huge downtrend, but bear in mind, I mean, if we measure this, this may not look like the most crazy thing, but this downtrend was fairly significant, almost a 30% drop. And previously you can see huge landslides. Here we had a huge landslide. I don't expect this time to be any different, especially while Bitcoin is being so iffy. So I'd be very careful if I was in a trade for ZIL right now. That's all I've got, not financial advice. I'm personally expecting lower price targets. As always, cowboy out. Peace.